Going on, guys? How you guys doing, man? It's been a while since I just talked to y'all, especially on like a Saturday or anything like that. Listen, if y'all know anything about what we do here on Saturdays, we just talk, we just get together, we get some snacks, we get some we get a little drinky drink, and we just chop it up, y'all. So here's real quick. Oh, what's that? Mm-mm-mm. Tell you, ain't nothing better than orange soda, y'all. That's like vitamin C. You get vitamin C and you get that little fizzy. Ooh. And we got a little snacky snack over here. About to toast this down. Mm. Yo, I love popcorn. Yo, I did I know this is rude. I did a mukbang on me eating some pumpkin spice popcorn. Y'all go check that out, man. Go check it out. It's pretty good video. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Listen, y'all. Like I said, I know it's been a while. We're gonna try to start getting back into the swing of things. I'm trying to do like other things too. Putting out some mukbangs, see what pops, see what people want, see what people respond to. And it's difficult because a lot of times you think that someone's gonna respond to something, or that people gonna respond to something, and they just don't, and it kind of messes your mind a little bit. Um, Because you think that oh, this is what the people want, so you do this one thing, and it's not. So now you got to try to do something else, just to get yourself out there, just to get yourself acclimated with people. You know, and that's always like usually the hardest thing because it's not you're not really like pleasing people, but you're really just saying, okay, what does the people want? What can I give to people that will bring me more views, that will bring me more satisfaction? What can I do? Um, so I started doing a lot of mukbangs now. Um, just going somewhere, eating different things, trying different things. Um, we've been doing a lot of pumpkin spice stuff. I'm not really a fan of pumpkin spice, but there's a lot of good stuff from pumpkin spice that's out in the world. I definitely would say that. Um, and then then I got a new segment, new thing. It's called Pastor Tyrone. Right? It's called Wake Up with Pastor Tyrone. Um, and it's a Southern preacher. It's a Southern preacher, faith based preacher who finds God in everyday items, who finds God in everyday things. Right? It's really supposed to be a joke. It's not supposed to be taken serious, be taken literal. It's not at all. Um, but but yeah, that's just meant to be funny. I'm gonna readjust this real quick. This is kind of like bothering me. It's like all up in my neck area. All right. Yeah, like I said, it's called Pastor Tyrone or Pastor Ty. And he's a Southern preacher, and it's just something just to see if the people like it or see how the people respond to it. So we also have that. Um, and then I think that's about it for all the content that I have. And then of course I have my other page, which I haven't really been posting on there a lot too. But that one's supposed to be a motivational podcast, and probably just other different videos that I feel that I can post on. Um, so yeah, so definitely y'all go back, go check out the videos that we have, go check out the content that we have, and see what you like, see what you want to do. Um, Next on the agenda, what we're gonna talk about next? Jay Z. Jay Z is such a Brooklyn icon. He's not only a Brooklyn icon, but he's a musical icon. He's a musical genius. I really think um that he had that his flow of music is just crazy, and then how he transitioned himself from the street guy to the business guy. I love that, man. Started going from like street clothes, like jeans, t-shirts, to going to like suits, excuse me, to go into suits and everything like that, just because he's transitioned. At that time, he was transitioning to the business world. Um, and of course now, he's a not really like a sports agent. Even though he kind of is. I mean, he has a few people that's under his, a few sports people that are under his label and stuff like that. Um, but he also controls NFL's music, live entertainment. Um, so got that. But what I really want to say is that first of all, I want to go back. I want to go back to New York just to see this Book of Hove because apparently the Brooklyn Museum has designed it to where his lyrics are like on the outside of the museum, and like inside it is just a whole bunch of displays of Jay Z and his whole music career. So I really would like to see that. Um, I'm not really a fan of all his music, but definitely some of his music is definitely there. It was definitely good. So, but so one week he was trending, and then another week he was trending, right? So the first week he was trending because the fact is that he wouldn't give his family member some money, right? And people were like, "Oh, well, he should have gave it to them," and this and that and that. Listen, y'all. y- Question: how many times have you given your family money? When they ask you, how many times have you reached into your pocket and you gave them money just because of whatever, right? And there's a lot of people who won't do that. Why? Because your family member is not going to use that money wisely. They're not going to spend that money wisely. They're not going to do the right things, right? So that's why Jay Z probably had the same thought. Or the fact is that he didn't want his name tied to anything. He didn't want his name tied to anything, or he didn't want nothing to come back onto him. You know, which is smart. Like you're big time now, so now you have to watch out for those things. Now you got to be smart about who you give money to, or what you put your name on, what you sign your name to. You gotta be smart about all of that. You can't just do stuff just right at the bat and just think that it's okay. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. So I don't blame him for not giving person money. I don't blame him. But once again, it has to be. He has to probably see it as like a good business venture. Then he probably would um, donate, or he probably would give it to that person. But if he ain't really seen it as a good venture, then the money's staying right in his pocket. So, and it don't matter how much money it is, right? Because people say, "Oh, that's just a penny to him." Like, okay, and like every dollar counts. Every dollar is counted for. Every dollar has to be counted for. So, the second reason why he was in news, second why he was trending, was because um so the question was posed that $500,000 or dinner with Jay Z. $500,000 or dinner with Jay Z. Now, Jay Z sat down with Gail King, whatever, and he was basically saying how, like, just take the money and then listen to my songs because they all have wisdom in it. They all have my brains in it. But I started thinking about it. Music is different than actually sitting down and talking with somebody. So I think that for me, so now this doesn't go just for Jay Z, it goes for anybody else. I think for me, the biggest thing for me is that um, the dinner part, it depends on who it is and depends on where we're going. Cause if you go into some roof Chris, I'm I'm there. I don't care who the person is, I'm there. It could be Ja Rule, it could be whoever. I'm there. Let's meet up. Let's go. But anyway, and then again, it really depends on the person because I really feel that if you're a very successful person in today's time, and not just meaning money wise, but you're very smart with property investment. You're very smart with how you got to where you are now. Then yeah, I would love to sit down and have a conversation with you. I would love to sit down and talk to you. Forget the $500,000. I mean, it'll be tough to give that up. It will. But think of it once again. You're sitting in the presence of someone who has made great strides in history, who has made great strides in actually accomplishing something in life and actually accomplishing things. So think about it. Why would we not want to sit down with you? Why would we not want to sit down and be in the same room, be in the same atmosphere with you, that person? Think about that. Like, yeah, your wisdom might be in your lyrics, or your wisdom might be in that sort of arena, but yet, just to sit down and to have a conversation, to know how you made it, especially you being a black man, man, that's big. That is big. And I mean, I think that's big. You know, just like even if the offer was for Trump, now I'm making $500,000, but still, Trump has become a successful person. So why would you not want to know how he did things? You don't have to know the exact way on how he did things. It may be a little shady, maybe a little. I don't know about that. But yet, it's all about the wisdom. It's all about how did you get to this place that we are now? How did you get here? What brought you here? What led you here? What was the deciding factor that made you want to get here? You know? So, whether to take the money or not, that is a big choice. That is a big choice. Um, and that's something that's just tough, man. That's something that's tough. Because you don't want to, like, not take the money and have the dinner and just be bamboozled. And I just like an idiot. Just like, what are you talking about? Or a female. That's just how I think. That's how I see it. Yes, you can't put a price on wisdom. Yes, you can't put value on wisdom. But you have to sit in the same. I'd sit at the same table as someone who's popular, someone who's famous, someone who did the work to get to where they are now. Yeah, I want to know about that person. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, let me see what's next. What we got next, y'all? Um, go to our main topic, y'all. That's ghetto. That's ghetto. You know, ooh, where'd you go? Um, hearing that phrase, that's ghetto, is such a it's such like a cringy type of it's such a cringy term, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, what do you mean when you say that's ghetto? Like, what makes something being ghetto in your eyes, right? Because me, whenever I think about something ghetto, I think about an area that black folks live in. I think about a town that not a town, but like a city, like Brooklyn. Brooklyn. I was raised in the ghetto. I was raised around um poor and unknown. Oh, my bad. Let's not do that again. I was raised around poor conditions. I was raised around um things that you just were just sketchy. You know, um, every night coming home from work, we had to pass. I had to pass through a bunch of like drug dealers who were dealing in the corner. Um, and yeah, it's either that or go across the street. Okay, yeah, but still, you're still encountering them because if y'all not familiar with New York City, you got people that hang out on this on one corner over here. You got people that hanging out on this corner over here. You got people that hanging out on this corner over here. You got people that hanging out on that corner over there. So naturally, you're passing through all these people, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to fly out every summer. Every summer there was always a shooting every week. Every week there was a shooting. And the fact of the matter is that you do not want to be outside when there is a shooting that's going on. So yeah, coming home every night, yeah, it was questionable. Why? Just because your safety could be at risk. Your safety could be bad. Your safety, like that could be like the last day, the last of you. So yeah, so naturally to me, whenever I hear someone say that's ghetto, in my mind I start thinking about my conditions, the way I was raised up, the way what I've seen. Um, yeah, the things that I've seen growing up. Because to me, like I said, once again, I was born and raised in the ghetto. So when you say that that's ghetto, it takes my mind back to that place. It takes my mind, takes everything back to the place of of actually of actually um seeing that area that we grew up in. But when you say that's ghetto, that's what my mind goes back to. It may not be what you mean, it may not be, or it may be what you mean, you know? You may mean a place where it's just bad. It's just an area that's bad. And yeah, it's not just black folks that live in these type of areas, there are white folks too. Um, there ain't no Asians. You ain't gonna find an Asian living in these type of areas. But I really would like to have. Next time I hear that phrase, I would really like to ask, like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That it's ghetto. You know, like, what's your thought process on that? Um, and it's not really just as trying to start something, or say that someone's racist, or say that someone is a bigot or whatever. But it's like I said, it's really just to see what you think ghetto is, see what you assume ghetto is. That's what I want to know. That's where I'm at. So I don't know. Like I said, it is such a weird term, you know, such a weird phrase. Like, oh, that's ghetto. And a lot of times, too, um, how I use the word, how I use the word, um, like they could be like a group of just black folks, just like going crazy, you know, or just like doing stupid stuff. I'm like, man, that's ghetto. Y'all are being very ghetto right now, you know. Um, so that's why I say that term, that's ghetto. It's such a weird term, man. And it's really only because of hearing white folks use it. It's like, okay, what do you mean by that? Once again, I'm not trying to call you racist. I'm trying to call you bigot. I just want to see where your thought pattern is at. You know? Yeah. It's funny though. And like you all like literally have a conversation with them, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, like a real ghetto area." What do you mean by that? It's like what? Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Definitely told you next time. Definitely see y'all next time. But before I dismiss y'all, listen, y'all. Um, my clothes may have some Christian background to it, but you know what? Clothing is for everybody, y'all. So we do got a lot of stuff on the website. So please go over there, go check it out. It is. It's probably drinking soda, raw orange soda. But it is perkinscloset.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies. It's starting to get cold now here in Texas. Yes, it's starting to get cold. So we have all of that. So just please go to the website. Come on, partner with me. Go alongside with me, and let's get it done, y'all. At the Joshua 19 shirts, got the Exodus 14 shirts. We got the God Breathe, the actual God Breathe collection for the clothing line. So definitely y'all really will love them. So just go on the website and go check it out. Even the X14 sweatshirts are bomb. I'm just gonna let y'all know that. It's not that I'm being biased, it's not that I'm being this, no. They are actually a bomb. La bomba. But yes, go to perkscloset.com for all your clothing needs and stuff like that. And eventually going to start coming out with little keepsakes that you could buy and keep it. So stay tuned to that. It is Praise Hooks. I'll see you next time.